I get one of those.
Anything else for you?
No, that'll be it.
Alright. We have the grande caramel brulee latte with soy. Keep the whip and reduce fat turkey bacon sandwich. It's going to be $10.37 at the window.
Thank you. So, I just finished doing my ACLS mega code, but I have to go back to do the BLS portion, which is like the compressions on the little mannequin, the compressions in the breaths. Super annoyed considering that I did BLS earlier this year, that they're making me do that portion again. And I guess this new program that we are using, they actually will not let you sit down and do the mannequin portion of the BLS unless you watch all the videos, meaning the educational ones or the instructional ones. I'm like, bruh, I did all of the ACLS cases and I passed the exam. Just let me freaking sign on. Like, it's so annoying. And then the lady who does BLS, she's kind of a bitch, because I don't know if I want to really call her a bitch, but she was acting like a something, because I'm like, I've literally already did this. She was like, well, you were supposed to do all that before you even did ACLS. I did what I was supposed to do before ACLS. Like, bruh, do you not think I would, like, I'm like, look, I passed the exam. What are you talking about? I did that. I just didn't watch the stupid how-to videos, like how to click through the simulators. I know how to do that. This is a refresher course. You shouldn't even show me that, but whatever. She was being annoying, so I was like, look, I'll just come back on another BLS day and do it, because I have finals and I literally cannot argue with you about compressions, considering the fact, like, I know how to do compressions. The fuck? So I'll go back on the 20th and do that. I was just a little annoyed. Like, she like really pissed me off. Now I'm getting some Starbucks to get some breakfast. I was gonna head home because it's snowing, but I think I am still gonna go to school to study a little bit, because if I go home, I know I'm gonna like start wanting to do other stuff. So I'll probably go to school for like an hour and study, and then I'll head home and still study. I don't know. It's snowing and I live 30 minutes away, and I don't want to get stuck in the snow like I did yesterday. So I'm just gonna follow my first mind, and even though it'll be better footage for you guys if I actually went to the library and studied, I'm not finna get stuck in this snow, sis. Y'all can cancel that. So we're just gonna get breakfast. We're gonna go home and study. Maybe I'll just set up my study area in a different area to give you guys a different view. But yeah, I'm not gonna get stuck in the snow again, because yesterday was it was ridiculous, and a 30-minute drive turned into a 50-something minute drive, and I'm not about to do that today. So
for now has come what made all these feels closing in, and we can barely breathe. At the time we have is bittersweet, but you mean the world to me. We'll fall, but no one competes with you and me. I would risk it all just to be falling down with you. I know, hard to find somewhere that's safe. We set fire to the brain.
I am about to study, and I have 2 hours until, well, like, let's see, yeah, exactly 2 hours until my final opens. It opens at 4:30, but I have up until 8:30 to take it. So I mean, I wouldn't take it. Closes at 8:30, so you just have to take it. I think we get 2 hours to take it. No, I think he said we get an hour. So I think we get an hour to take it, but you can take it anywhere between 4:30 and 8:30 is the gig. So I am probably just going to take mine at 4:30. Honestly, I don't have time to just like wait, because then I'm just going to psych myself out even more. And I'm just not going to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to just study for 2 hours. So what I like to do is study for 25 minutes, take a 10-minute break, 25 minutes, 10-minute break, 25 minutes, 10-minute break. And that's what I'm just going to do until it's time to take my final. So I just set a timer on my phone and study for 25 minutes uninterrupted, not doing other stuff, not checking my phone, not checking YouTube, none of that. And then just study 10-minute break, I usually spend it on my phone. And then get back to 25 minutes studying. My kids are going to come home. Well, my youngest is going to come home in the meantime. But he usually has homework and he goes right upstairs to do his homework because he can't stay downstairs and do his homework because he'll try to watch TV. I have my stress relief candle right here. I am about to eat some soup with some wheat thin, what is this? Cracked pepper, whole grain crackers, because that's my lunch today. And that's where we are at. We are just going to last minute studying. I'm not going to stress myself. I feel like at this point either I know it or I don't know it, but I'm just going to go back over this stuff just as reiteration, just to look at it again. And that's pretty much what I am going to do, guys. I don't know what else to say. So I will check in with you guys right before I take my final. I actually get to take my final at home this semester. This is the first time I get to take it at home. So I have to make sure my computer is charged, all that good stuff. So
Fireplace, can't help but want you. I can't help what I know will crash one day. We'll burn together in love by our fireplace.
officially 3 minutes into my exam opens up. I am nervous. I am a wreck. I am a mess. My heart is beating so fast out of my chest. I contemplated not taking it until 5 o'clock, but I feel like the longer I put it off, the more anxiety I'm gonna have. My group chat is blowing up. Like, the school group chat is like a mess. We're all a mess. They're on here talking about tequila. I can't. Cinnamon Toast Crunch shots will make all of this better. I'm freaking out, guys. Like, it is. I am stressed. I can't. Okay, so it's 1 minute now. I'm gonna get off of here, say a quick prayer, and then I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna take it, and I'll check back in with you guys once I'm done. I don't know if we're gonna get our grades immediately. Sometimes he lets us see our grades as soon as we submit. Sometimes he locks them until everyone takes it. So I don't really know what he's gonna do. We do use lockdown responders, so that way I can't utilize other computers and stuff like that. And I can't toggle between 2 screens. I mean, it is what it is. So I will check in with you. Oh my god, it's 4:30. Okay, I will check in with you guys once I take it. Okay, guys, let's talk about this final. First of all, it's so dark in my house. I don't know why it's so dark in here. Hell no, I'm not working at you. I'm not working PCU. They tried it. Nope. Okay, because they're talking about bonus shifts are coming back. So I was like, oh, bonus shift coming back. Maybe I'll pick up next week. Because I only work 1 day next week because they had pissed me off. I guess I'll just go into this little spiel real quick. So I am part-time, meaning I only do 36 hours per pay period, right? So that's 3 shifts, 3 shifts per 2 weeks. So what I was giving them was 2 shifts per 2 weeks. So 48 hours, 48 hours every 2 weeks. Because even though that's not technically what my part-time is, in Texas, that's what part-time was. So that's what I was used to doing. So I have been doing that for 2 years. Even though I'm not obligated to do it, I still sign myself up. I still fill in holes. I still move my schedule around so other people's schedule work better who are full-time. So that way they don't have to like readjust their schedules or whatever. So that way, I mean, when you work nights, you know, it kind of sucks because you could work like a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So even though you're off Wednesday you're just catching up to sleep and then you're right back to work Thursday, so it kind of sucks. And a lot of people like that works nights like to jumble their days together. So if there's like somebody who wants to work a Wednesday, I'll work a Thursday so they can do all 3 of theirs together. Or if they want to work like Monday, Tuesday, Friday, I'll take their Thursday so that way they can work Friday. So I always try to help people out when I can, right? So I'm doing all of that. So we get this new person that does our schedule or whatever, because the one that used to do our schedule, she went to a different unit. The girl that does our schedule now, she's not a nurse. I actually don't know what her title is, but she doesn't know any of us, and I think that's the main part. Like, she doesn't know, she doesn't realize, I don't know. It's just an issue, okay? So she's just moving everybody, and I became very frustrated because I'm part-time, so my schedule gets moved first. So all of September, I worked every single Sunday in September, which per New York policy, like NASNA policy, New York State Nurses Association, whatever, NASNA, per their policy, I'm not required or obligated or can be forced to work every Sunday or every weekend. It is supposed to be rotated. Even though I'm nights, my weekends are supposed to be Friday, Saturday, but my weekends can also be Saturday, Sunday. But Sunday is not technically a weekend shift. It's crazy here. So I complained about it, and then they were kind of like messing up my schedule, scheduling me for every Monday, like then putting me on for Mondays, and I'm like, I can't work every Monday either because that messes with my clinical schedule, which I was doing clinical. At the end, I had to end up doing clinical every like 4 days in a row, 3 days in a row, because they messed up my schedule so bad at the beginning of the semester. I had to play catch up at the end, and I was like, look, I already addressed this with y'all. Either fix my schedule or I'm going to quit. So they fixed my schedule, but then I started signing myself only for 36 hours. Now, I'm like, if I want to do an extra day, I will do it on my own. So for a bonus shift, I can do an extra day, or I can do 2 bonus shifts and get 2 bonus pays plus overtime, which is like time and a half for me. So if I do over 48 hours, a pay period, since I'm part-time, I get time and a half for that 5th day. Even though full-time, they don't get overtime for that. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. So now they're bringing back bonus shifts because we're super short staffed, and I do try to take advantage of bonus shifts and overtime. So I'll do time and a half, and then I can also do overtime, time and a half, and then I'm working Christmas Eve, so then I get double time for working a holiday and have a real fat ass paycheck. So you just have to know how to work it. Whatever. So anyways, what else? Oh, the purpose of me getting back on here before I start rambling on about my work schedule is that final that I just took. Yo, I am like, okay, I'm the only person that can take a test, and like my time is running out and I still don't get an A. And I didn't feel bad because some other girls in the class, there's like 4 other girls in the class that didn't get an A either. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel as bad. But there were pediatric questions out of the ass. There were pediatric cardiac questions, pediatric endocrine questions. We literally have not discussed that. We have done nothing of the sorts. We talked about adult cardiac. The only cardiac that we talked about with kids were signs of CHF. There was not even a question on the test about that. And I'm like, we discussed at what age can you start a kid on a statin, which is they have to be over 10. And what else? I think, oh, and ADHD with children, because it can cause growth and developmental issues, like not like learning disabilities, but like growth wise, like it can stunt their growth. They'll be very thin. It'll be hard for them to gain weight, things like that. Literally, that's all we have discussed about children. That's it. He came out of the woodworks with pediatric questions. I was like, what? Like, what test, bro, like what test, what information are you getting for this test? Like what class did you hold that I was not in, that I was unaware of? Because I am so confused. I only missed one class. And I know we did not cover all of that stuff on there. And then we did vulnerable populations, with which is like your transgenders, your transsexuals, like preventative screenings for them, and how to refer out for like testosterone stuff, monitoring for mental disorders in the LGBTQ community. I'm sorry if I'm leaving out anything or anybody. I don't mean to be politically correct. I really don't. But I was like so excited about those questions because I studied that a lot. I've already taken care of a patient who is transgender. Like, it is a very interesting population, and to like learn about it and to know the preventative stuff, to be there and help these people go through their transition when there's a lot of people who automatically like say, I am not going to deal with those type of patients, I think sucks. So I was very excited to learn about that, because I would definitely be open to doing something like that, even though endocrine is definitely, endocrine and ortho are my two, like, I struggle with those so bad. I don't know why. Diabetes is like the biggest population of patients that you see in family practice. So I am really trying to learn it and adapt it, and the transgender or the LGBT community is a big part of endocrine system as well. So I studied my ass off, and then there was literally one question. Just one. We literally had one question. It was a lot of cardiac stuff. Super confident in my cardiac questions. It didn't show me, it just gave me my grade. It didn't show me which questions I got right, which questions I got wrong. So hopefully he will release that tomorrow, or maybe he'll release, no, he's not going to release it tonight. Like, he's not that proactive of a professor to release it tonight, but maybe he will release it tomorrow. If not, I'm going to email him and see if I can get it released tomorrow, so that way I can see which questions I got right, which questions I got wrong. I feel like that's the only way I learn. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. Oh fuck, my phone is blowing up from work and from school, so everybody is just like texting me. Yeah, so the test was not what I expected. There was some stuff that I was like, I know this, didn't have to like, didn't second guess it, didn't double think it. Like, I have it really bad of kind of half-ass reading my questions. So sometimes I've learned, especially doing practice questions on Leak and doing PICMONIC questions, they will be like all of the except. I just read all of the, and I'm like, this. And I kind of half-ass read some of my questions, and I really got to get better at that. But I already know the reason why I did not get an A on this test, because I didn't get an A. I passed. I got an 85, which is not bad. And I'm passing the class. But I really wanted an A. But I told you guys I had to get like a fucking 96, which there's no way you can get a 96 on this guy's test. Like, there's no way. Like, there's probably a way, but there's no way for me to personally get a 96 on his test. Like, my professor's like, I'm not getting 96s on his test. It's just not going to happen. But I still passed the class. I passed the class with a B. My grade is already posted up there, even though I'm missing a soap note. But I already know I'm not going to get anything less than a 95 on my soap note. So I'm still going to leave the class with an 88, which sucks. Because last semester, I think I left with a 90, with an 89. So it's like, I am always right there on the cusp with this didactic class of getting a fucking A. Not that it's going to matter the least once I take boards, once I'm a nurse practitioner, just like when I was a nurse and I got B's in several classes. I was mostly a B student in nursing school. That's not going to make a difference of how I practice. That's not going to make a difference of the knowledge that I know and how to apply that knowledge, because also what is textbook is not also what you do, is not always what you do in practice. And I've learned that being a nurse. Like, the textbook might say, This is a textbook example. This is the perfect example. You're going to get this patient when you first get them. Their hemoglobin A1C is going to be 7. You're going to start them with diet and lifestyle modifications, and then the next time you check and they come back, if it still is increased and their fasting is this, then you're going to start them on a very low dose of metformin. Most of the time when a patient come in and they're diabetic, their hemoglobin A1C is automatically going to be like somewhere like 9, 10 sometimes. It's already going to be bumped up. Not a lot of people do preventative measures, so by the time they get to a provider that they will be seeing long term, their diabetes is already out of control, and I've seen that in clinical. So a lot of the stuff that I've learned, I've already applied to clinical. A lot of stuff that was on the test I knew because of clinicals. So I know I will eventually get there, just like I eventually got there being an ICU nurse. But it's just, his tests are just always so hard. But I mean, you come out with an 85. I can't be mad at that. It is what it is. It's over and done. I'm not going to be all pissy about it. Now we go into the final semester, and that'll be my goal again, is to finish this fucking class, a didactic class with an A. Looking into this board review, like this intensive review course, but it's like $250. But we don't, like, you know, kind of how like in nursing school we had ATI, but we don't have anything like that as an MP student. And I don't know if we're going to do a board review in this program. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. So if it's not a thing, then I am going to do my own review. And if I have to pay like I think it's actually $269, but right now until the end of the year it is actually on sale for $250. But I'm just like, fuck, I really don't want to pay that. But I have to look into it and see if, like, I don't pass boards the first time, do I get my money back? Because, sis, paying to retake boards is always expensive. First time you take boards, they bill that through your tuition. So, just in case y'all didn't know that. So, yeah, that is pretty much where we are at. This is the end of finals week. All of my grades are officially done. Well, I'm still waiting for my SOAP note grade, but after that grade is in, all of my grades will be officially done. I will do a semester wrap-up video like I always do. I'll probably do that after Vlogmas. I will also let you guys know what classes I am taking for my last semester of FNP school, just like I always do, and I'll do that video after Vlogmas as well. And yeah, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them below. All of you guys going into finals week, or if you are finished with finals week, because this vlog will probably be up super late. I hope you guys did good. I hope you killed it. I hope you are either graduating this year, this end of this semester, because we do have December grads, or you are like me going into your last year or going into your second semester. Wherever you are at in your coursework, I wish you the best, and I hope you finished out this semester with a bang. And until the next video, I'll talk to all of you hunts later. Don't forget to stay boss up and conquer, and I promise the next time I come on here, I'm gonna be cute. I'm going to be cute.